Hey guys, another day, another bunch of models, and some really unusual ones this time round. We've just had a shipment in from Mikro, which is AMP as Mikro as well. They've had, this company's really becoming well known for doing those odd things, those between the war aircraft, prototypes, all sorts of things. So let's have a look at some of them. This is from AMP, out of their series. This is the L-15 Scout, done by, I think it was Boeing. Actually, I think Boeing, yeah, Boeing was doing this one. This is in 48 scale. It's, yeah, look, it's quite nice. It's only little, so there's not a lot to do. So, quite a lot of detail there for a little 48 scale one. Even comes with masks these days. These guys are doing this more and more often. These are instrument panel. Again, highly unusual aeroplane. They only built a few, so just a bit different from them. So that's in 48 scale. So the next one we're going to have a look at is from another one from AMP. This is 72nd scale. This is a German Silbervogel Antipodal Bomber. Now, this was a bomber that was designed, it got to, I think it even got to very, very rough prototype form or mock-up form. This was a bomber that was to go into the stratosphere, do it and drop its bombs. It was supposed to be able to fly thousands of kilometres and come back and everything else. It was rocket powered. The Germans played around for it. They tried and it just never got beyond it. The heat and everything else that they worked out was so thing. They didn't have the metal work to do it at that stage. This is a nice little kit. There's a kit. It's been around a couple of times. It's been out in resin. It's been out in vac form, I think. You could pick it up in, there was another little 1/144 scale one, I think, in resin. This is the first time it's ever been in plastic, and I was really surprised that they did it. Even for this company to do strange things, this is a very strange one. It's quite an aeroplane. It's, or rocket or jet. That's just the fuselage. That's no front end, no back end. So that's just the fuselage. So it's going to be a fairly big aeroplane in 72nd scale. There's all the rest of your details, wings. It's only little short stubby wings. So yeah, so quite interesting. If you open it up and you're looking for the clear parts, they're tucked in between the two fuselage halves. So set of choices of markings, very conjectural, but you know, if you want to play around with it and do a what if or whatever, you can do that. So that's a really out there type of kit. So really happy to see this. This is in stock at the present. Now, from Mikro, let's have a look at some more weirdo aircraft from them. This is the Trident II. This is a French fighter bomber or fighter target aircraft or whatever. This was in the era when basically designers were given carte blanche to just go nuts and come up with aeroplanes that they thought might work or whatever. This was supposed to be just a basic missile carrier. The engines are mounted out on the wings, which is pretty cool. I think it got to mock-up. It may have even got to prototype stage. But with the advances in rocket design and engineering and everything else, I think it just got left behind. Very straight wing, things like that. But I think it was more a point defence type fighter. So a couple of choices of markings in it. Both appear to be the early prototypes stuff. But again, if you want to play around, it's up to you. If you want to do a what if or what could have happened or did it develop, then you can have a bit of fun with it. So that's that one. That's weird. This is even weirder. This is the SNCASO Diva. Now, when you first look at it, you think it's something out of Thunderbirds, Star Trek, somewhere else. But apparently, this actually got to mock-up, so I'm told. I actually haven't been able to find too much about it. I have no idea how it got off the ground. I don't know whether it sat on its tail and shot into the air or whatever, but it does. It's sort of got. I don't know. It's just weird. But it was an aircraft that they were thinking of doing. It's carrying a similar missile to what was on the previous kit. So maybe this is what they were doing. Maybe this was their space aircraft to launch into space combat. So who knows? But look, if you're just looking for some weird things, this is a ripper. So there's that one. Also continuing in aircraft, we have from them in 1/144 scale. This is the Handley Page Hastings C1. This is 1/144 scale. Really nice. It's nice detail. As I said, not a big kit, but it's quite good. You've got to put the windows in and things like that. I'd probably do the windows in crystal clear rather than try and fit the glass. But this is the first time this has been released other than a resin kit that I know of. So that's in 1/144 scale. That's also in stock, just come in. We'll have a look at one more aircraft. These guys did a 1/48 scale version of this, and they were asked to do it in 72nd scale, which they released. So this is quite something. This is a very pretty little aeroplane. It's unfortunate it didn't get sort of further on along in its history, but look, just a great little aeroplane. So if you're looking for the Fokker G1A in 72nd scale, here you go. So very nice kit to do. Couple of subs. This is the Croppharrell. This was built for the Imperial Russian Navy. I haven't read too much about it yet. The kit itself is quite nice. Not a lot to it to do, but it'll keep you busy. It's in 1/72nd scale, so it's not actually that big a submarine, and probably only a 2-man, 3-man, but there's a bit of a detail there at the moment if you want to have a read of it. So that's that one. So if you're looking for that whole series of submarines that have a bit of play around. And this one, this is in 35th scale. This is the Japanese human torpedo, Trident II. This was the one that was coming out towards the end of the war. This is they were going to be using these in the defence of Japan and all that sort of stuff. It's quite interesting. 1, maybe 2-man, I think it was. But certainly that's all warhead. So that was going to be quite a bash onto the thing. So if you're looking for there's that continuing that series of 35th scale submarines that they've been doing, that's quite nice. That's it for today for that lot. As I said, you're looking for weird and wonderful, come and have a look at some of these things. They're just brilliant. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Take it easy.